Bore da and happy Saturday morning from a sleepy Talabont on Usk. Today's adventure run is a recce of the race I'm going through next month by uphill Downdale. It's a trail marathon going up the canal and then going up over the mountain. So I'm doing a recce of that, probably to do the first 14-15 miles and then I'll go off and do another route on the way home and loop round. So it's going to be a long day. It's going to be an enjoyable day, but let's crack on. Hello and welcome to the Brecon Beacons. Quack quack. Morning ducks. Well, here I am in Llangynyder Lock. As you can see, the barges are out. We're about 3 miles in, almost onto our run. See the locks for here. Woo. Pretty, very pretty. Lovely. Just a point of interest as well this morning, I have seen arrows for a race. And I've got a feeling there's one on round here today. So I might be caught in the middle of it now. I think looking at the flags, it's Trail Event Company. I know they do a couple of races around here. But there we are, if I'm caught in it. But at the moment I'm just admiring the locks. Llangynyder locks, beautiful. Just out of interest as well, footwear I'm running in today are the Poker Speed Goats. I use these on all my long races and long training runs. As you see, they're nice and bouncy and springy. So with those on today, I've got the full race pack on as well to replicate what I'm going to do in a few weeks. So it's more than just a training run, it's replicating everything, all your systems are working, stuff like that. But as well as that, you just got to enjoy the views anyhow. Speak to you soon. Whee! Yeah, so just over 3 miles in now, so we've gone off at that lock there with a boat in it, and for a while now we're going to follow Beacons Way, as you can see in that little stile there. So it's over to the stiles and totally off trail now. So our first real challenge of the day is a mount called Tor of Owel, which is not great height as an altitude, but it's one of those you think you reach the top and you must have got 2 or 3 false summits on it. So you think, yay, I reached the top. Whoop, what's that? What's the top? You think you reached the top and it's no way. Up again. It's quite a relentless climb, but gotta be done. So here we go, through a couple of fields now, and I'll see you on the climb of Tor of Owel. Woo. Hello. 4.6 miles in now. We've been on the lower slopes of Tor of Owel for about 1.5 miles. We've still got that left to go, or so it looks. But beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful morning. It's beginning to clear up a bit. Now. A bit warm though. But here we go on the stage 2 of Tor of Owel. Yes, we're still going. False summit number 2. I thought I was at the top. And there we are, still going up. Was I at the top? Was I? Hell. Fall summit number 3. Woo! I hope this is the last one. Why, sheeps? Bah. What it are? Almost 6 miles in. Excuse me, I'm on a wine gum. Some breakfast. Yeah, 6 miles in. Finally, after 4 false summits, I think, we got the summit of Tour of Oel. Wasn't a cairn that is, look at that. Very impressive. So, if it wasn't so cloudy, I'll be able to see the rest of the route this morning. We're going off here now and onto the Taff Trail for a while, and then we're going in amongst the clouds up there, Brecon Beacons on the Gap Road. But at the moment, our build is finished. Rock goes up, let's come down. Let's go. It's obvious as you're going up in altitude, so I'm not very high up at the moment, we're 650 metres, but you can see and feel the cold in the valley, nice and warm as you get up. I've got a heli hands now, which is fine, but you can feel the cold now, but all good, keeps you alive, keeps you fresh. Whee! So as I said, now our next little route find or navigation, we come off here now, and there should be in the race a checkpoint. There always is in this race. So you can see them down in the distance there, look. So you can see Talabon Reservoir down there. You can see a track on the left, which I won't be heading. I'm going to go right onto the Beacons Way again. Excuse me, I'm going to have to watch what I'm doing. Woo! And on the Taff Trail then, so in case of crossing over a couple of the famous trailers in the area. But first, I've got to avoid falling. But, whee! Love it so far. Loving it, loving it. Oh, just over 7.5 miles in now, so we're coming off Tour of Oel completely now, and on to the little section of the Beacons Way. So I'm just going to show you a bit now. You see the sign on your right, Beacons Way. So we're going on this now, so it's not far, a quarter of a mile perhaps. It links up to the Taff Trail, and then that's a long grind then up to Blind Glen is called. So I just thought I'd show you this little section of the Beacons Way. Very rocky, of course, you can go over on your ankle quite easily, I would imagine, but loving it. Woo! So last time I done this little section was over 2 years ago now, in the GB Ultra's 100 mile at Beacons Way. This is about 40 or 50 odd in, and no, it's about 45 in I think. So you've had a long climb out of Brecon Beacons, and after that you come over Tour of Oel, and then you come onto this, and as you say, it's not very easy underfoot. But this is used as well in quite a lot of quite a lot of ultra races around here and trail races. As for that race I said about earlier on, I haven't seen any more arrows for that, so they must have gone on a different loop than this, which is fine, so I can have a mountain to myself. But as for a couple of minutes you enjoy this little trail, because I'm going to. Whee! Imagine in the race I'll be doing in a few weeks, people are going to be herring down here, guaranteed, and you're going to think, woo, down here there's a long uphill after this. Now hang on, the cyclists come in, I'm going to stop a minute now. Let the cyclist pass now.
Alright, thank you.
No problem, enjoy. Yeah, see, I've got manners as well. So, yeah, let's enjoy this one for a couple of minutes now before I get on the Taff Trail, and then I'll stop filming for a while. Like. So, as I said, in the race this is going to be really runnable, and they are going to forget a lot of these runners that there's going to be a long uphill after this. So that's what I'm going to do on this little recce. Go nice and easy, slightly slower than race speed, so I know how fast I need to go on the race itself, you know. But there we are. I'll stop the clock a minute here now, so you can see a bit of Talabont Reservoir. Beautiful. Oh, stunning. Talabont Reservoir. Right then, I'll leave you for a bit now, and I'll see you at the top of the Taff Trail, right at the top end of the mountain somewhere. Ciao. Alright, 12.5 miles in now, and a bit of a walking break. There's a long runnable section up the Taff Trail, so it wasn't very interesting to film. But now we're on the Gap Road. You can see now this is the entrance into the Beacons. You can right in the middle of it, yeah. So you've got Craigavandie up there, Penrhyn and Condy, which is under the cloud, and I'm heading straight up the middle into the gap between Cribben and Vannebeek. So that's my next little objective, and then once I reach the top of the gap it'll be the end of the official recce route, so I'll be going right then up to Vannebeek and a lovely high level ridge run, and I'm sure that's going to be amazing. But at the moment the weather's lovely, the course nice and runnable on the whole, apart from that grind up to River well. But yeah, 12.5 miles in, 2 hours 20 running time, so I reckon I should be up the top in under 3, which is, yeah, I'll be happy with that if I do that on the day. But I'm running, as I said, slightly slower than race pace at the moment. Slow long runs are what they're meant to be, aren't they? Slow, long. But yeah, all good in the hood, and I'll just see you in the gap right there. Hello from the foothills of Vannebeek. That's my little bundle of joy. Now the next 10 minutes I've come away from the gap there. Now you can see there's a lot of off-road cyclists and ramblers and walkers out today, that's fine, everybody's out enjoying themselves, but I wanted to get away from the crowds in the light of all this COVID. But yeah, so Cribben is up there on the course itself. Now I'll be coming up to the gap, I'll be turning left, snaking it round Cribben and up Jacob's Ladder to Penrhyn, and coming down onto Cribben, which is up there, and then along the ridge line down to the gap there, and then you'll be heading left then, a long gap road So I've come away from the route now, so I'm going to do a little ridge run of my own. But first I've got to climb up this little bundle of joy, as I said, of Vannebeek. Oh. So that race I was on about earlier on, that I thought was on, is on, but they're running away from there. They're going, I think they're going to be on the same ridge as I am going to be later on, but not at the moment. But it's fine, everybody has their routes and recce's and races and walks on, so I'll just have to just say I'm not in it, boys and girls. So right, let's climb this little summit and I'll see you at the top. Hello from Vannebeek. So we've done 14.5 miles now. So you say on the race route, it would, after the summit trip bit up there, to come on the ridge down there, and then you'll see that long road. That's the gap road, they call it. Now I, after having my break, deserved it. Got off the summit by here now, so you follow the ridge line there. You can see the ridge line goes all the way around. All the way around by there to a plateau called Wine Reith, and there's a cairn there called Can Picker. That's my next little objective, but at the moment I'm just enjoying the views with everybody else. Yeah, see, there's loads on the summit here today, but so far so good. Yeah, enjoying it. Having a bit of a break now because it's the longest off-road I've done for a while. So happy days, and see you in a bit. Hello, 15.5 miles in on our Beacons adventure. But like you see, the large summits are behind me now. There, but I just want to show you a little of the ridge run I'm doing at the moment. You can't get any better than that. Not round here anyway. Woo. Beautiful. So I have seen a couple of race arrows, so they are using this route, but I haven't seen any runners yet. So either they started a little bit earlier or they're a bit slow. But no, I had a good rest up to Vannebeek there now. A bit of lunch, a bit of drink, a bit of sustenance to keep us going. So here we are. Enjoy. Be careful, bear. Big cairn there. There is a route that goes off to your right, but that cuts a bit off. But I'm gonna hug the ridgeline for a few miles now, because that's the way you should be, you know. Stick to the edge. Woo! Stick to the edge down there. Lovely. Vannebeek, Cribben, Condi and Penavant, the big four in the distance to keep for another day. What a route, what a route. Can't fault it. So we're going all the way around the ridge line, as far as you can see there. How good is that? Lovely life.
I say no more. What an amazing view now. Taliban Reservoir. So we've done almost 20 miles so far. We've got about probably 2 or 3 to go. So you can see our route. We went up Tor of Owel, which is up there. Went skirted all the way around the ridge over there. Up the top of that. And at the top of that, over the other side of that final summit, I can't pick it. So it's been a grand day out, as they say. As I say, up north, it's been mint. So yeah, it's been great. It's been a great exercise so far. I said I've got 2 miles left now on the Taff Trail. I'll probably do a little of filming right at the end there then, but yeah, so far it's been amazing. Thoroughly enjoyable day on the trails. Speak to you in a bit. Hello. Almost 22 miles in and we're just about at the end. Just about at the end. We've come off the Brecon tramway now. A little bit of tarmac and we should be in a sleepy village of Taliban. Oh, it's been a long day but really enjoyable one, to be fair. So hopefully be ready for that race in a few weeks. Enjoy your here we are. Yes, thank you. Here we are. What a place to finish. Back in the White Hart where I can smell chips. Oh, what a setting. Oh, I've really enjoyed that. Almost 22 miles of Brecon Beacons finest. So I'll leave you at that now. You have a fantastic weekend, whatever you're up to. I'm going to have a pint somewhere now after having a pasty and something to eat. I'm starving. But all the best of the weekend. See you soon. Ta-ra.